Let me tell you something that changed how I think about money forever. Every single dollar you have is an employee. It can either sit around doing nothing in your checking account or you can put it to work generating more dollars for you around the clock. Once I started treating my money like a workforce, everything changed. Here is the exact system I use to make sure every dollar is pulling its weight. Before I invested anything, I had to stop the bleeding. I was spending money on things I did not even enjoy. Impulse purchases on Amazon, food delivery 4 times a week, premium subscriptions I used maybe once a month. I did a complete financial detox, went through 3 months of credit card statements line by line, and eliminated everything that was not adding real value to my life. The result was shocking. I freed up over $1,000 per month without changing my lifestyle in any meaningful way. That $1,000 per month invested in index funds over 10 years could grow into something life-changing. That is the real cost of mindless spending. My money now moves on autopilot the moment payday arrives. 20% goes directly into my brokerage account at Schwab through automatic transfer. 10% goes into my high-yield savings account at Marcus by Goldman Sachs, where it earns over 4% APY while staying completely liquid for emergencies. 5% goes into my opportunity fund, which is separate cash. I keep ready for market corrections or unexpected investment opportunities. The remaining 65% handles my living expenses. These transfers happen before I wake up on payday morning. By the time I check my phone, the money is already where it belongs. Inside my brokerage account, I run what I call a core and satellite strategy. The core is 80% of my portfolio, and it is dead boring on purpose. VTI for total U.S. stock market exposure and VXUS for international diversification. 2 funds that give me ownership in over 10,000 companies worldwide for almost zero fees. The satellite is the remaining 20% where I hold income-generating assets. SCHD for quarterly dividends from quality U.S. companies. VNQ for real estate investment trust exposure. And a small position in BND for bond market stability during turbulent times. The core grows my wealth. The satellites pay me while I wait. My retirement account strategy is methodical. First priority is always maxing out my Roth IRA to the annual limit. I want as much money as possible growing tax-free for the next 30 years. Second priority is my 401k up to the full employer match because 100% return on day one is unbeatable. Third is my HSA, which I max out and invest entirely in a low-cost index fund. I never spend from my HSA directly. I save every medical receipt and pay out of pocket while letting that triple tax-advantaged money compound year after year. When I finally withdraw decades from now, every dollar, including all the growth, comes out tax-free for qualified medical expenses. After 65, I can withdraw for any purpose, making it function like an additional retirement account. Dividend reinvestment is the engine that accelerates everything. Every quarter, SCHD pays me dividends, and every quarter those dividends automatically purchase more shares of SCHD. Those new shares will pay their own dividends next quarter, which will buy even more shares. This is compound interest in its purest form. Last quarter, my dividend income across all holdings was enough to cover my phone bill and internet combined. By next year, at this growth rate, it should cover my car insurance too. I am slowly but systematically building income streams that require 0 hours of my time. That is what real financial freedom looks like. I treat tax planning like a sport. Every November, I start scanning my taxable account for tax loss harvesting candidates. Any positions sitting at a loss get sold and immediately replaced with a similar but not identical fund to maintain my market exposure while locking in the tax benefit. Those realized losses offset my capital gains dollar for dollar, and up to $3,000 can be deducted against my ordinary income each year. I also keep a spreadsheet tracking the purchase date of every lot, so I never accidentally sell a winning position before the 12-month mark. The difference between short-term and long-term capital gains tax rates is massive, and paying attention to holding periods is one of the easiest ways to keep more of your returns. Here's what most people get wrong about building wealth. They think they need to find the perfect investment or time the market perfectly, or discover some secret strategy the rich are hiding. None of that is real. Wealth is built through boring, repeatable systems, executed consistently over years.